I remember trying to sign Tommy from Harlequins to London Irish when he was a kid.
My first team match I can remember vividly actually. I started at fullback against Cast in the Heineken Cup, the then Heineken Cup.
He was just unbelievable. He was electric, and he just set the pitch on fire every time he touched the ball.
One of my best games to this date for the club, and I'd done a couple of good breaks, and I remember getting absolutely filled in by Richard Dort, French outside centre, and he absolutely smashed me. But I managed to get my own back later on by stepping in and offloading. So that was my overriding memory of my debut for Harlequins, and it was out here on the stoop, so it was extra special. Scoring in the Premiership final was probably the highlight of my career to date. It came from some great play through the team, and it was just an example of how well we played throughout the year. I think encapsulated in one try, and for one time that Brownie decided to pass me the ball, I managed to score, so it was a bit of a result that day.
My favourite moment for Tommy on field has to be when he scored one of the tries in the Prem final a couple of years ago. A huge moment for Tommy.
That try in the final will always stay in my memory.
The Prem final, for me, seeing him cross over for that first try, I always remember him going over in the right-hand corner.
Try scored in the final, kick-started a fantastic day for us.
Because I played in that game and played the whole way through the campaign. He also scored a try in the LV Cup that we won. I remember having a picture at the end of the game with sort of the old boys holding the trophy, and that was a good memory and something which really resonated with us, having come through together.
My abiding memory of Tommy Williams is a kick chase in Toulouse, which when we sent him on, changed the course of that match back to us and put us on the road to one of our greatest ever away victories, and possibly mentally gave us the fortitude to go on that year to win the Premiership, and it was a kick chase.
You only got to watch the big games he's been involved with just to see how much that makes a difference to us.
He's got an incredible amount of skill, and
on field, stupidly talented and skilled.
He's also a very knowledgeable rugby player. He's got a good rugby brain on him, and I always enjoyed playing with him.
Brilliant off the pitch with young players, always willing to share his experience, and he's got a lot. Over 200 games for the club that he grew up with.
The thing with Tommy is he's a very smart and astute rugby player.
He brought an extra footballing and intelligence to our game, along with his ability to link and finish off fine moves.
He's a very special footballer because over the years he's adapted his game from being just this electric eel to somebody who reads the game defensively probably better than any other wing.
Tommy's always one of those guys who's a practical joker. I remember Danny Kerr once described him as, if you're tying up your shoelaces, he's the sort of guy that will come up behind you and push you into a puddle.
He's the guy, if you stood next to a puddle, he'll push you in it.
I just remember him having a horrific barnet when I first turned up. He looked like Sideshow Bob, who bleached his hair.
The things I miss most about the club are definitely just hang around with my best mates every day. It's a lot of fun. There's so many laughs, and I'm sure I'll look back at it and think they were the best days of my life.
The older I've got, the more I've realised that it's those times when you're sort of away from the pitch and stuff are often just as special.
All he has been is good, and I know for years to come he's going to contribute to the club in a really good way as well. And it'd be nice to be working with him and because he's good fun to be around as well.
I can definitely consider him a very good friend, and we'll be good friends for probably the rest of our lives. So he's brought an awful lot to the club. I think he's the first one to say he's had a tough ride of it. He's had some great times and he's had some really tough times, but I'm delighted to hear that he's going to be staying at Harlequins as on with a coaching role. So he's still going to be a part of the club, and I think he deserves it.